for the final one today. One of the best comments I've ever seen. Like if you're watching in
2026.
Oh my god. Guys. I'm watching in
2026.
I should like that comment. I should fucking like that comment. I'm gonna fucking...
Ladies and gentlemen, please let me introduce you to Leafy is fucking fat. Anyways, all jokes aside, wait a second, I'm just gonna... Fuck. Wait. Oh, wait, did the mic pick that up? I promise you guys, it's not beer, I promise. Anyways, all jokes aside, LeafyIsHere is particularly not fat, so no hate to him, but you know, he has gained some weight. That's at least I can say, you know. I really wanted to cover this subject because, you know, LeafyIsHere is one of the biggest, if not, you know, the greatest commentary YouTuber ever. LeafyIsHere was the one that popularized the gameplay in the background in front of, you know, the commentary audio, you know. Dude, I can't really say that I did watch LeafyIsHere at his prime time because I was like fucking, I don't know, a fucking baby when he was around. Well, not a fucking baby, but you know, I wasn't old enough. When he was doing videos in 2016, I was like 10 or something like that. But I did watch him in 2020 when he did the comeback. You know, when he made like tens of videos on Pokemon, just bullying her all the time. I'm not sure why he got banned on YouTube, but my guess is that he made those Pokemon videos and YouTube didn't like that and eventually got him banned. Anyways, let's just get to the topic because we really need to fucking talk about this fall off. It's just crazy to me. Leafy was recently spotted smoking that Sasa on a stone, meanwhile while he was hearing about the Turkey Tom allegations. No, but really, he was really spotted in 2024 while he was in airport, probably going to, you know, fucking Turkey maybe. So that hairline, yeah, it's really fresh, dude. It's really fresh, man. I literally just can't understand why someone can fall this low, you know? So this was him in 2020, right? I mean, he looks fine, he gained some weight, you know, but nothing special. Then a year later, nothing much changed. He just saved his hair out, you know, nothing special, nothing has changed. And then we go another year to 2022, still looks fine, you know, he shaved, you know, looks almost like his old self. But then something happens in 2023 and I just can't understand why this can, you know, happen in such short amount of time. This is him in 2023, okay? You know, you can see that he gained some weight, you know, lost some hair, saved out his beard, you know, nothing special. Dude looks literally like 10 years older than he actually is. In this photo, I think he's 28 or something. And the airport one is taken 1 year later in 2024. Yeah, he's 29 there. And there's this picture taken in allegedly, fucking hell my English, taken in 2024. And you know, it's a fucking lot of difference.
Do you think this guy had a glow up or a glow down?
Glow up.
Do you want to see what he looks like right now?
Yeah.
I do not associate with...
As long as I'm not abnormally short, abnormally fat as shit, or like abnormally skinny, but overall, as long as I'm not abnormally ugly, then... I don't fucking care!
Like, dude literally went from looking like 29, 30 to fucking 45 years old. I don't know if it's confirmed Leafy, but he definitely has the same eyebrows, you know those. But what I've heard is that many people do say that this is real Leafy. I'm not really making this video because I want to analyze his appearances over the year, so let's just roll the fucking video. Guys, there is a problem. I'm sounding like a fucking nerd. Anyways, there is a problem. I don't really have a video, I just realized. So, you know, I'm just going to make the video myself. And basically how we're going to analyze this, you know, his content is basically just telling by fucking memory. Because, you know, everyone knows that LeafyIsHere made like 10 fucking videos on Pokemon. So it's safe to say that he's content became really repetitive, and you could kind of see that, you know, his videos started to lose, you know, good ideas and original content, because, you know, he kept repeating his old ideas and making new part ones, you know. Like, for example, as I just mentioned, Pokemon videos, there were like several parts. You had the Pokemon Nuclear Fallout, you had Pokemon something nuke, you know, Fallout nuke. But Leafy wasn't always like this. You know what, I'm just gonna fucking pull up the Wayback Machine and just show you everything. So, as you can see here, at this point of time, he had around 4.9 million subscribers, very, very close to 5 million. And he had like, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I swear to God, if someone calls me out saying 6, 7, I'm fucking losing it. 8, 9, I don't know if I already counted those, but yeah. And he had a whole fucking playlist called Content Nuke Pokemon. And if you look at his old videos, you can see there's a lot more, you know, variety of his content instead of fucking doing Pokemon videos all the time. Leafy became quite controversial because he came back. It was because that of his comeback that made him controversial. Because Leafy existing in the 2020s YouTube landscape just didn't work, because, you know, there were new times, and how Leafy was back in 2016, 2017 doesn't, you know, work anymore. And people saying that he's a bully, I mean, yeah, you're kinda right, but not also, you know. Because Leafy had like 4 or 5 actual bully videos in 2016 or 2017. It wasn't until 2020 he started making fun of other people, like a lot. I mean, I could be wrong, he might have had like 6 or 7 bully videos, or 8, you know. Majority of his bullying videos came out in 2020. People also called him a racist and a Nazi and all sorts of things, which, you know, is kinda justified because of his behavior in 2023 and all of his tweets that he tweeted in 2021 and so on. Back in 2017 and 2016, he was actually the first one to criticize someone if they were acting racist or being a Nazi. Like that famous Nazi girl who celebrated Hitler's birthday, and eventually, I think, if I'm not wrong, he was jailed later. Basically, Leafy was one of the first ones to criticize her and criticize a lot of other people who did wrong. But, you know, he did wrong as well, like criticizing a disabled person and some other people like that. Which, you know, people do wrong, people do mistakes, but, you know, that wasn't cool of Leafy, of course. I wouldn't say that I'm a Leafy fan, and I wouldn't also say that I'm not a fan of his, you know. Well, at least for 2016 and 2017, I liked his content back then. Because, you know, I didn't watch his content back then, but, you know, I've analyzed it, and, you know, he was a funny dude. Real funny dude, man. Anyways, I've kinda ran out of ideas and things to talk about. This video is kinda half made. I kinda like fucked it up in the middle of the video, but I hope it's at least watchable, you know. So thank you guys so much for watching, and leave a comment if you have any thoughts about this video. And also, I think I'm still shadow banned. Thanks, YouTube.